This is a deeply intricate legal argument about whether or not the mandate is a tax.
You actually can afford health insurance, but you just decided, you know what, I want to take my chances. And then you get hit by a bus, and you and I have to pay for the emergency room
That may
care.
be, but it's still a tax increase.
That's not true, George.
If it's a tax, why did Obama say it wasn't a tax when he was selling the bill? I mean, does he not understand the Constitution?
Right. Let's have this discussion. I'd like to address that. Thank you very much. That would be a legitimate criticism, and the reason that we're in the Supreme Court is because we need to go to the Supreme Court for a semantics argument. That belongs to Grammar Girl, not in the Supreme Court.
Actually, it's in the dictionary.
Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Tax, a charge usually of money imposed by authority on persons or property for public purposes.
George, the fact that you looked up Merriam's dictionary, the definition of tax increase, indicates to me that you're stretching a little bit right now.
If the country is
Everyone has
angry
access.
that Obama didn't call the mandate a tax because he knew you'd all get crazy, hey, don't vote for him because you're not anyway. However, it is a semantics argument. It belongs to Grammar Girl.
If you want to make up language, then that is your choice. But I don't have to follow a non-dictionary definition of words.
Does this break Obama's promise not to raise taxes?
Whether or not it breaks his promise is the question is this the right move for our country? And it is.
Does this mean that Barack Obama has gone back on his promise not to raise taxes?
No, I don't, because his intent was never to tax people. His intent was to provide affordable health care for every single American. If this had gone down today, you would have between 15 and 17 million children who had been immediately lost their health care.
Does this mean that Barack Obama has broken his promise not to raise taxes on the middle class?
You know, at this point, we had a dire situation when he first came into office, so we got to kind of pick our battles. I'm happy. Call it a tax, call it whatever you want, as long as we're getting something in return for it.
The Supreme Court has basically said that the mandate isn't a fine, it's a tax. Do you think this means that Obama has broken his promise not to raise taxes in the middle class?
No. I do not think he has broken a promise to the middle tax.
Basically what the court said is that it's a tax. The mandate is a tax, and therefore it can stand. If that's the ruling, what do you think about that?
You're paying the taxes. I'm going to benefit.
All right. So you're okay with him breaking his promise, then?
I think
we're morally against it a little bit, but it's just we're so ecstatic that this is happening right now that that's not even what we're going to think about.
Okay. It is affect a tax increase on people.
I don't look at it. That's what the court is.
Legally speaking.
Yes, legally that might be, but I don't. When it was put forth, it wasn't saying let's tax the people to have this.
Mitt Romney's going to be able to say you raised taxes when you said you would.
I don't support Mitt Romney to begin with, so at this point I'm more energized than anything else because we stood by our president and our president was right.
Taxes will go up now in the middle class.
Well, I mean, but the reality is healthcare costs were going to go up whether this happened today or not. So I am very proud of what happened today, and I'm glad that the Supreme Court supported what we had done on healthcare reform.
What's the relation between belly dancing and
It's very good for your health, and it's also very colorful and lively, and we just thought we'd bring a little color to it.
Should there be a belly dancing mandate?
If you'd like.
I don't want to do it. I want you to do it, though. So you're in favor of it?
I'm old. I'm going to get the good stuff.
You're gonna...
By the time you're my age.
Oh, I know. I'm screwed.
And you're not, and you're not going to pay taxes. You're no more use to the government.
Great. Thanks. You really made me feel better today.